'cause I want to love her. Scared if I should roll the dice and go with the flow. And I wonder if you ever think of me, and if you want to drink another coffee I find out in time. I meant to call, but I was too scared to hear you say, oh, you're not the one, no, you're not the one. So I hold on to this dream a little longer. There's a little bit of me inside of you, and I still wonder if you ever felt it too, but
Oh my god, I didn't know you were coming over. I just need to finish cleaning. Hi guys, welcome to a new weekly vlog. I actually have the cutest haul, and one of the most exciting hauls, honestly, because today's actually Kelsford's birthday. The birthday boy is currently sleeping right now. Grendel is wide awake and he's sitting right here because he knows I have things for him and Kelsford. But I got a few things when I went to the pet store last. They had Hello Kitty things. The first thing I got is a dog toy. I don't have a dog. It's okay, I think he's so cute. Is Pom Pom Purrin. And he's like crinkly, which is just fun for me. But Kelsford's seen this one and he's kind of into it, so hopefully the cats will play with it like a little bit. Look at him! I'm so happy about him. I love him so much. I thought I would put him on my desk or something. I've already given him a couple of the things I got at the pet store, but these ones have not been unwrapped. I've put them away and hidden them for his birthday. And they're these Hello Kitty like catnip ball toys. Romy, we have Hello Kitty. And then this one has like Cinnamoroll on it. Calcifer is definitely more of a Kuromi. Grendel's more of a Cinnamoroll. If you know, you know. I know, it's not even your birthday. Where's Calcifer? I don't know if he's really gonna come if I just call him and tell him I have something for him, but we're gonna try. Oh, buddy, do you want to see what I got? He's awakened. Come see. Oh my goodness, what is that? Do you want one? Which one do you want? Goodness. What's that? I also have a bunch of these little parcels to open with you because I purchased a bunch of, mostly these are just stickers from different small businesses in Canada. So I wanted to open them with you because I've been getting really into, not journaling, but like in my planner, I've been getting really into using a lot of stickers and stuff. I never really thought that I was a journal kind of girl, but it's just been so fun. And so I wanted to get a bunch of cute stickers for the different things that I do in my planners. This entirely blank wall, brimming with possibilities. I think what I want to do is put the largest prints in, I don't know if I want to put in the middle or a little bit offset, maybe on the left, and then I want to put one of the landscapes. I think that would look really cute. So that's what I'm gonna do. Look, there's a book of winter tales on my bedroom wall. I'm so happy. This portion of the video is brought to you by none other than Opposite Wall, which is a brand that I am very, very happy and excited to be working with. They are so cool and they have made my space look so pretty. Opposite Wall creates the coolest art prints. They make eco-friendly, on-trend products that are all created out of their Montreal-based studio. They have over 3,000 prints to choose from on their website. The selection is absolutely phenomenal. I even bought some extras to gift to friends and family. And of course they sell frames to go along with it in various shapes, colors, you name it. They have a whole ton of options to suit your own style. The prints that I received from Opposite Wall are part of their bibliophile and storybook collections. This is a two-part collection. The first half, Bibliophile, is obviously geared and perfect for book lovers. You can spice up your home library, make it your own. Their second half, Storybook, this one is geared for younger readers, or if you're designing a nursery, for example. I honestly got some prints from this collection anyway because they're just so gosh darn cute. I still haven't lived here for that long, so parts of my apartment were still looking pretty bare, a lot of white walls going on, and I just wanted to make it a lot cozier. I was ecstatic to see how many like cute wintry bookish prints they had on their website. I put a cat print in my kitchen, and then I also have 2 more prints that I actually need to find a place to go right now. I have 2 kind of twin prints to put together. I think I'm gonna hang these right above my bookshelf. And then this one is Poème Boréal, so poems, boreal poems, if you will, which is just this cute little poetry book. right on its spine. Its twin is Poème de la Mer, so sea poems or ocean poems. This one is also really pretty, so I think I'm gonna put these up right above my bookshelf. If you guys are looking to spring clean and spring decorate at the same time, I do have an affiliate link. I do have an affiliate code and a link to share with you, and the link also comes with a discount code. Let's continue the spring refresh. Let's do it. Welcome to day 2. We're supposed to be feeling better. It's spring. I had to cut the vlogging short last night because I was just not, just kept feeling worse and worse. My voice started sounding worse and worse. I feel like today it sounds worse. I don't really know what's going on with me, honestly. And I tried to call my doctor today to book an appointment, or at least like an over the phone appointment. They don't have any appointments available until mid-May, so I might try and see if I can go to another walk-in clinic, because I've actually already been to one walk-in clinic. I'm just feeling like ill. I thought maybe, because I've been blessed not to have allergies before, ever in the past, of like the spring variety of like the pollen and stuff like that. That's never affected me, and I was like, oh, maybe it's that this year. But I just don't think with allergies you feel so sickly, and like I really do still feel like I have a fever. So I don't know what's going on with me, but regardless, I'm gonna try to get better. Really gonna try to just rest, because I'm not very good at rest. You have been officially invited to the rest club, I guess, but you're on my little table where I have all of my little liquids and my books, because I was just like, I just want to set up here on the couch and at least try to be relaxed, a little bit productive. So I have my coffee, I have my big jug of water, and I have one of these shots, the gingery shots that I want to take, which I'm so bad at taking, but they do help. Let's talk about books. So I have been searching for basically the whole month now to find an audiobook that I like. I've literally put down so many. I've just gotten out of the habit of listening to audiobooks, and once I'm out of the habit of listening to audiobooks, because previously I used to have like always an audiobook on the go, just for like random times, and I would always be listening to one. But once I'm out of it, it's really hard for me to be like, oh yeah, I want to listen to an audiobook again. I was just getting so sad because I wasn't finding any audios that I was really enjoying, and I kept putting everything down until I picked up this one, and I'm happy to tell you it has reignited my love and my I just want to sit and listen to a book again. I'm really, really happy about it. And that audiobook is Spark of the Everflame by Penn Cole. I'm happy to say that I'm really liking it. I'm really enjoying my time with it, and I'm very hooked. I just hadn't found an audiobook that I was hooked on in a long time, but this one I really, really am. And this one I picked up because I saw it was going around booktube, and I was like, sounds kind of interesting. So it is an adult fantasy. It's adult fantasy, and it is so much fun. It's really so much fun. I think the author's doing such a good job with her pacing. I think her pacing's really enjoyable. I think it has a good, steady, it's just fun. I can't breathe. In Spark of the Everflame, because I'm a decent way through it now, and I really want to finish it up, and I don't know if I'm just gonna go right into the next one. That's kind of what I'm feeling, because I don't want to go through the whole trial of finding another audiobook again and getting out of the habit. Yeah, we follow Diem, and she is a healer. She's been trained as a healer by her mother, who's also a healer. She's the best healer. And the book opens with basically the disappearance of Diem's mother. So she's gone missing. They don't know where. And she's just completely gone. Sorry, I think there's so many edits in this clip because I just keep hacking. Oh, Rendell, he's trying to eat my raspberries. You stop it. Rendell, I swear to God. I have to keep my raspberries safe. Her mother's gone, is what I'm trying to say. Her mother's gone missing. Who knows where she's gone? And she's not returning. Basically how the book opens. And so obviously Diem and her family, her father's he was one of the most famous and fearsome commanders of the army, and she has a younger brother who is just a cutie patootie. In this world, Okay, so the gods are known as the kindred. The kindreds are the gods of the world, and the kindred long ago mated with humans and produced these immortal, I guess they're still immortal, or they live for a really long time, I kind of forget right now. They're called the descendants. Every time they say the descendants, I just think of like the Disney descended, you know. Anyway, that's what I'm picturing. So the descended rule over everything. They hold all of the wealth, all of the power, and the mortals are pretty much confined to their little mortal cities. And they're so poor and they have nothing. And this Diem is a mortal. She is a mortal, I should say. And her job is to heal the sick and the wounded, until one day there was an accident at the palace and she is called in to just help with the healing process. And so she actually heals the princess of the kingdom of the palace. She like resets her broken arm or whatever, because most descendants are able to heal themselves, but children aren't. Only when they get to a certain age they develop their healing powers. So obviously there's a ton of animosity between mortals and the descendants. This is, I don't know if it's classed as fantasy romance. I would just say this one, at least the first book, is more fantasy, because we have like the stereotypical setup with like the familiar, known you since childhood love interest from back home, who in this case is this dude named Henry. Plotline of the rebels against the descendants, and then we have actually a descendant who I'm pretty sure is going to end up being the main love interest, because come on. And he's actually the prince, and his name is Luther. So there's a lot going on, but like no like very stereotypical copy paste fantasy romance in the first book, which I'm really liking, because I think the author's just doing a good job of like fleshing out her world and making it entertaining, and like you feel for every character. I think I really like the relationships in here. I really like the sense of family. I think there's a lot of storylines going on, which is always what I enjoy in fantasy. I don't just like one single arrow. I like to have a lot of little things we're doing on the side, and I'm really liking the writing. So I'm having a good time with Spark of the Everflame, and I will definitely be continuing the series. I know the next book is a lot longer because I saw it in my audiobook library and it was like 21 hours just to have as a companion. I'm really enjoying this. So that's what I'm currently listening to. I think you guys saw yesterday that I picked up an Oresteia. Will I ever pronounce it right? Find out. Tune in to find out. I've had this book on my shelf for so long, and I've been wanting to read this for so long. I think I've read all of these plays separately except for the one by Euripides, because this is not just by one Greek playwright, what Anne Carson has done, because these are translated by Anne Carson. This is actually a collection of the plays concerning the House of Atreides. Every time I think of the House of Atreus, I always think fucking Paul Atreides. That's what's in my mind. They are in here referred to, like Agamemnon and Menelaus are referred to as like the Atreides. So it's just every time I'm thinking of Dune. What she's done is she's translated 3 separate plays by 3 separate playwrights. So we have Agamemnon, Electra, and Orestes in here by the 3 great Athenian tragedians, and that makes up this collection, and it's so good. I just want Anne Carson to learn every language in the world so she can translate everything. That's how I feel. But I am really trying to like annotate and write and like treat this as if it's like a lit course almost, because I have created for myself a list. Oopsies. I've created for myself like a list at the beginning of the year. I created it, and I've been adding and editing it all year long, but I've created a list of everything I want to read before I start my master's degree. So maybe I'll show you that. But anyway, this one was on it because I just want to read it so bad, and I kind of want to get my other editions and compare the translations from them, just so I can like kind of see what's going on a little bit more. I have this whole list of things I want to read, and I'm trying to get to this month, and I have things like sorted month by month, but this one is set for April at least, and I'm loving it. I'm having such a good time. And if to read anything by Anne Carson is like this is what life is for, basically. And then the other things I brought over, if I have time to work on them. I don't know how long I'm gonna sit here on this couch with you, work and read and blah, blah, blah. But I need to do a lot more for the course I'm taking at uni right now. And then I also brought over The Door by Magda Szabo. This is the world tour book club pick for April because we're reading from Hungary and I haven't started it yet and I really need to. So that is everything. I think right now I'm just gonna enjoy my coffee and my raspberries, really good mix, and I'm gonna read just a little bit more of this right now and then I'll probably get to work on a few other things. So cool. I'm currently importing birds. I'm currently importing a bunch of footage because I just filmed a sponsor. I am currently importing oh my god, the information is currently transferring. Right, you're watching it live. I'm gonna edit this up and then I'm actually feeling better this morning. I'm really happy about that. I'm not feeling as gross today. I woke up feeling a lot better. It's a gorgeous day. I think the sun is also really helping like my mood and just my overall well-being. I'm still gonna try to take it pretty easy today, although I've been getting really frustrated that I haven't been able to get back on like my just fitness journey because I just feel so sad. I think I might at least try to just like get outside today because I feel like I'm going a little bit stir crazy. I'm hoping today we can finish Spark, either today or tomorrow. But yeah, it's kind of reached a tipping point in the novel now and I'm happy about that because it was getting a little bit slow. I'm gonna edit this first and then this morning, I think at least before I go outside, I want to film my haul, like my actual haul for my Come Book Shopping With Me video because I haven't been able to film it. I haven't wanted to film it because my voice has just been sounding so bad and I keep coughing like every 10 seconds. As soon as Kelsifer is done getting his pets, I'm gonna go outside. I finished filming my video. I filmed for way too long, as usual, and then I had lunch. And now I'm gonna go for a little walk. Oh, baby. Hi. I am just so happy that I live near a big body of water. I'm still not over it. However many years, almost 3 years it's been now since living near the big lake. But like, I don't know, just growing up somewhere where we only had like a pretty narrow-ish river, it's just so crazy to me that there's a huge body of water that like you can kind of easily pretend is the ocean, and I just really love it. I'm not over it. I don't think I ever want to live somewhere that's completely landlocked again. Do you know who's back? Do you know who's back in town? It's the cormorants. The cormorants are back. I am so happy. If you guys don't know, I love cormorants. They're some of my favorite birds. I'd never seen one until I moved to Toronto, and I just love them so much. I actually love them so much, and they make me stupidly happy every time I see one. So I'm hoping if I go out, I will see at least a few. I saw them flying today in their little line over the lake, but yeah, we shall see. So I'm gonna put my shoes on, put a little coat on, head out. Hi, mister. Okay, I also want to finish decorating above my desk. I pulled out all of my prints and like cute little stuff that I have. A lot of these are more summer themed, and I also need to put away all of the winter ones. Here right now I just have the piece from Opposite Wall, which I really like. I have the Zen cat that I got in Arizona. This is the burrow. I really love this. This is a postcard from Carolyn. This is Howl's Moving Castle, which was made by a lovely viewer. I just love this thing to death. And then I have a Polaroid of Pookie. It's Pookie. Speaking of which, favorite driver has won two Grand Prix this year so far. Incredible. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I was so happy when the fast cars came back. I want to make it a little bit brighter, a little bit more springy. So let's like just see what we have basically. Maybe lay all of these out, and I can also like show you what I have. Have I done any schoolwork? No. Pulled a few out, just kind of what could sit on my desk, I guess. Which ones do I think I want to put on the wall out of this pile? I think not this one. This one I got in Rome. This one's not very summery. I really like this one. Carolyn gave me this one. And this is obviously Carolyn's as well. So good. She's so good. I think I definitely want to do some of these postcards from the Ghibli movies. These were given to me from Tanya. She has a booktube channel. I love her. She's the best. I'll leave her channel below, but I love From Up on Poppy Hill. Every spring I get the urge to watch Ghibli movies again. I just feel like spring is the perfect time. Like I really want to watch Spirited Away. I've been craving watching Spirited Away all week. And then I want to watch From Up on Poppy Hill, and then movies like Totoro and Kiki. Those are like summer movies to me, but I do really like this one. I think I kind of want both of these. I'm gonna pick both of these, put on my wall for sure. Then maybe I don't need the little Totoro sticker. These are like the diamond art butterflies I made a while ago. I made a bunch of these. Sometimes I just hang them random places. I think that would look good. I think I'm gonna do that one. So not these two, not this guy. I'm not really feeling this. I got this postcard. I got this in Venice, but I don't really like the art style. Love this postcard. Do I want this little art print? I don't know. Maybe. Okay, I already have my butterfly. This one's cute. This is a sticker that I just refuse to use. And then this print I love from Spirited Away. I think I got this from Etsy, if I'm not mistaken. I really want to put that one up, and then maybe No Starry Night for now. That one we'll save for another time. It's a little hectic. I might add some more because this area is a little, but this is what we have going on. I think it's cute. I got a little bookmark out from my bookmark jar. I really want to watch a Ghibli movie now. I really do. I think that might be in the cards. Reading update time. I think I got burnt just on one half of my face when I went out. This is so good. It's been many a year since I've read Agamemnon. It's been like way too long since I've read Greek tragedy, and Anne Carson. There is literally nothing else like Anne Carson. I don't know. She just knows. She just knows. I think she might be like the contender for the smartest person I've ever read from. I'm actually almost done Agamemnon, which is the first play in this trilogy, and I've been trying to like really thoroughly annotate and just get quite deep into it, and it's just so fantastic. The first line of the play is from a watchman who is sitting on the house of Atreus, waiting for Agamemnon, or waiting for some sign that the Greeks have won the Trojan War and that they've destroyed Troy. And the first line of the play is, "Gods, free me from this grind." And this grind, or like this circle, this wheel, this turning wheel, is the wheel of just violence, of vengeance, of an eye for an eye mentality. And that's what this trilogy is mostly about, just like sins of our forefathers being passed down to just happen again and again and again, because everyone is just trying to take their own justice. A lot of the play is also about justice and the idea of justice. So if you don't know about Agamemnon, is that when the Trojan War is finished, Troy is finished, Helen has gone back home with Menelaus, Odysseus is out there on the ocean somewhere, and Agamemnon is returning home with Cassandra, who is a Trojan priestess. And all this time, Agamemnon's wife, Clytemnestra, has been waiting for him to come home to say, "Hi, I missed you." No, that's not what she's saying. You probably know the story. She's waiting to kill him because he straight up sacrificed their young daughter to the gods so that the winds would favor his ships to take him and his boys to Troy. So she's understandably upset. I'm fully supportive. Okay, she has my vote. And it's so... oh, it's so good. Every single page is filled with absolute wonders. It was a lawless, joyless, strife-planting sacrifice that will turn a wife against a husband. For there lives in this house a certain form of anger, a dread devising, ever-recurring, ever-remembering anger that longs to exact vengeance for a child. And the exacting vengeance for a child is not a new theme, because the whole house of Atreus is so goddamn cursed. Like, it's a little bit insane. Begins with Tantalus, who kills his own son, feeds his own son to the gods at dinner to test the omnipotence of the gods to see if they recognize that they're eating human flesh. Obviously, the gods are like, that's not freaking cool. They repiece together his son, and then eventually the same thing happens again between two warring brothers, Thyestes and Atreus. Obviously, Atreus is the father of Agamemnon and Menelaus. Atreus feeds Thyestes his own children as well, as in FU, because Thyestes was in a relationship with Atreus's first wife. That's not good. So just everything is so messed up, and now Agamemnon has killed his own daughter, and now his wife is lying in wait to kill him. So I can't tell you how good this is. I can't tell you how good this is. This is actually the most 5-star thing I've ever read in my life. This is just like excellent. Agamemnon gets on shore or whatever, and Clytemnestra is talking to the messenger. What day is sweeter for a wife than when she runs to open the door for her husband back from war? You'll find your loyal wife just as you left her, i.e. pissed, so pissed. Guarding the house like a good dog, enemy to your enemies, quite unchanged. Then obviously there's all this moaning and groaning about Helen and all this blaming of Helen for everything that happened, because if you don't know the story, she was taken by Paris, son of Priam of Troy, so not Greek. And I mean, that's not very cash money. You run away with another man's wife. But I'm not sure in this version if it's like, it's very interesting because on one hand they call Paris things which imply that like he took Helen against her will, but then on the other hand they berate Helen for going with him. So it's just very confusing what the chorus and the population actually thinks happened, like if she went willingly or not. It seems like both are kind of mixed up, because the chorus says, who can have named her so perfectly? What prophetic mind? Who was it gave to that bride of blood, that wife of strife, the name Helen? For the woman is hell to ships, hell to men, hell to cities. Trouble came to Troy. It had the name wedding, it had the name funeral. Paris became the bridegroom of doom. She harmed the place, she harmed the people. She was sent by Zeus to the city of Priam. Bride as disaster, bride as fury. And then we have like themes repeated. One unholy deed breeds, interesting choice of word, another unholy deed. like mother, like child. Okay, interesting. So Agamemnon is back, right? We finally have him on the page. He's not a very good talker compared to his wife. We don't care about his language too much. Clytemnestra, on the other hand, he doesn't even really greet his wife. He says, "Now into my house, my hearth, and greet the gods." You're gonna greet the gods, buddy. Okay, don't worry. Her first words to her husband, her first speech after 10 years, by the way, she says, "Gentlemen, citizens, elders of Argos, I am not ashamed to tell you of my husband-loving ways." Of my husband-loving ways. And then she goes on for this whole thing to talk about his death. It's a terrible thing for a woman to sit alone in a house, listening to rumors and tales of disaster one after another arriving. Why, had this man sustained as many wounds as people told me, he'd be fuller of holes than a net. Just like imagine her saying this with such like a deadpan, sarcastic, or maybe she's not, that's just how I imagine it though. Because like obviously she's trying to hide the fact that she's about to kill him, but to die as often as they'd reported, he'd need 3 bodies and 3 cloaks of earth, one for each burial. My poor eyes ache with weeping and watching all the night. I watched for those beacon fires myself. No one else kept vigil as I did. But it's like so funny because the first page of the play is like the watchman being like, "Gods, free me from this grind because I'm the only one who's been out here watching for years for these beacon fires to light up." Like he's complaining about how long he spent waiting and watching, and then she's over here being like, "I was the only one. It was me. Like I didn't hire anyone to do it for me. Like I was their girl." And then her last line to him is just such an F you. She has this red cloth that she's rolling out, like a red carpet for him to step on to make his way into his home. "I pray you descend from your car without setting foot on the ground." So she's taken over a little bit in Agamemnon's absence. She's she's the ruling queen, but it's just such like a F you. Like you don't get to set foot on your own land. You don't actually get to touch the dirt of your homeland. You are not coming home. I'm gonna make sure you're not coming home. Don't even step on what is now kind of mine. It's my land. It's not yours anymore. You just have to trample the expensive cloth of your own home to come into the home where I'm gonna give you the big stabbo. Make his path crimson covered, purple paved, red saturated, so justice may lead him to the home he never hoped to see. The first thing that Agamemnon says to her is just like such a slap in the face. Like, "Oh my god, I missed you." Mwah. He's like offspring of Leda, who's her mother. Okay, do you want your husband to call you offspring of your mother's name? Guard of my house. Whoa, my house. Sorry, let me underline that one. You have made a speech to match my absence. Long. He literally tells her to shut the hell up the first time that they meet after 10 years. I am like so obsessed with this. I'm literally having the best time of my life. It's just so fantastic. In love with this. Like so happy about this, so in love with this, obsessed with this. He doesn't have to do this. Oh. Hi, I wanted to give a little reading update because I have finished a book in this vlog. I'm so happy about it. I finished Spark of the Everflame by Penn Cole. Had a really good time. Had a really good time with this one. It even stuck the landing. It even made me want to pick up the next one like ASAP right away, and I really had a good time with this. So I definitely recommend this. And yeah, the only thing I honestly wanted more of was the romance. I wanted a little bit more romance in the first book, just like a little bit more. Regardless, I gave it 4 stars. I'm assuming that the books are gonna get better as they go along. I think like this first book, as much as it felt like a book that was like setting everything up in the world and like introducing you to the world building, fleshing it out, it felt pretty natural. It didn't feel very info dumpy at all, honestly. But it's the kind of book where you can tell now that we have all this set up, we're gonna go fantastic places, is kind of the feeling that I'm getting. So I'm really excited to read the second one. I already saw it and like tried to put a hold on it in my audiobook library. Tell me why it is several months wait. I was crushed. Everyone is apparently out there trying to read the series, read the next book, and I'm really sad. I'm really sad because the audiobook is not gonna be in for like and actually, that being said, even though there's a several months wait on it, I'm not even sure that I want to listen to the second book via audiobook because I actually liked it so much. For I think the first book definitely, I would say listen to it on audiobook. I love the audiobook narrator's voice. I think she did a really, really great performance. Yeah, I'm very picky with my audiobook narrators. Like I will DNF 100 books if I don't like someone's voice, but I forget who the narrator is, but I loved whoever did this one. But even though the audiobook was so good, I kind of want to have a physical copy, and I kind of want to read, what's the next one called? I don't know what it's called, something of the Everflame, Glow, I think it's called Glow of the Everflame. That one I really want to have, but I am on a book buying ban, and I'm literally sitting here today filming part of my unhaul video. Oh, I don't want to like buy another physical copy to add to the stack that I'm trying to deal with already. So I don't know if I can wait that long. I'll see what ends up happening. I'll place a hold on it anyway and hope that people get through it really quickly, but I don't have high hopes because the audiobook is like 21 hours, like I said. So finished Spark of the Everflame. I also finished the first play, Agamemnon, in this collection, and I'm almost done with the second play, which is Electra. 5 stars, like no notes, all the notes. I wish I could sit and talk with someone about this for like 13 hours. This is so fantastic. This is so heavy. It's actually really affecting me. It's very weighty. So the second play, Electra, is about one of Agamemnon's daughters, Electra, and she does not agree with the slaughtering of her father at the hands of her mother. She has a very bad relationship with her mother, at least in this version by Sophocles, and she is waiting and placing all of her hopes on her brother Orestes, who she actually, like, as a child, I don't know if he was a baby or like toddler age, she helped Orestes escape the house and like go into exile, with Clytemnestra pairing up with Agamemnon's nemesis. It was not a good look to like have another of Agamemnon's sons who could take over the house and the palace be in the vicinity, because she probably would have killed him too. I'll just like tell you a few that I've underlined. I've underlined like every single thing. I've literally underlined every single thing. There's something on every single page that I've like, it's so good. Electra is a thing of grief. Like she is just this heavy, I don't know if lamentatious is a word, but she just laments all the time. That's all she can do. She says, I cannot not grieve. Lament is a pattern cut and fitted around my mind. Women, I am ashamed before you. I know you find me extreme in my grief. I bear it hard, but I tell you I have no choice. And of course, Orestes is on his way back to his home country, back to his father's house, and he is there on another vengeance mission. So the cycle continues, and then I'm pretty soon gonna be on the last play, which is Orestes by Euripides. I am just like, this could be the best collection. This could be the best book I've read all year so far. I think this might go to the #1 spot. Actually, that's how much I'm enjoying it. That is my last reading update, I think, for this video. What do I have? I've DNF'd a bunch of audiobooks that I'm gonna have to tell you in my wrap up because it's not going well, frankly. The same thing is happening after I finished Spark of the Everflame. I tried to like get something else going and they all kind of failed. Oh, The Door, wait, The Door. 50-60 pages through, it's kind of addicting. Like once you sit down and read it, it's kind of addicting. It's very uncomfortable, it's very unsettling. It's actually, okay, honestly, there's a lot of animal abuse in it, and I didn't think, I don't know, I guess I haven't read a book with a lot of animal abuse in it, or what is accepted as animal abuse as such, but it's really affecting me, and it's making me really upset, and it's kind of making it hard to read. So if you are going into it, there is a dog in the door. There's like He's been in it for quite a while now, and this dog is just like constantly getting abused, and it's just like really upsetting me. The book itself is fantastic, like it's so good, and it's just wow. So if I didn't tell you what it's about, we follow our narrator, and she is a writer. She is, I don't know, I think she's like middle-aged, a little bit older than middle-aged. She lives with her husband in an apartment, and she and her husband now find themselves in a position to need a cleaner or a help around the house, and so they hire this elderly woman named Emreads. And Emreads she kind of operates on her own plane of existence. She is a very unique woman. She is a very caring woman, and she basically just controls and like takes over their life. She's like a force of nature, basically. So she cleans their house, she brings them food, they start to develop a connection with her. Not the husband so much, it's really the writer who's writing in like first person perspective, who really becomes obsessed with Emreads. She wants to find out everything about this woman's life, because Emreads is like the most intensely private person that the narrator has ever had to encounter. From the moment we meet her, she's like wearing a veil, she's hiding her face, her hair's back so like she can't even tell what color Emreads' hair is, and the house that Emreads lives in has always been closed off. No one is allowed inside. Emreads doesn't let any guests come in, like even close family members. She entertains everyone on the porch of her house. But the narrator is like, I want to know what is going on. I want to know what's going on so bad in this woman's house. Like, what the hell is in there? And because we're in a post-World War II period, we have interesting attitudes, interesting reconciliations, interesting social and, I don't know, just individual confessions maybe coming out. I think the narrator is so obsessed with uncovering the secret that she thinks Emreads has, which may or may not have to do with stolen goods, which were taken from Jewish people during World War II when they were being sent off never to be seen again. Like, the narrator thinks that Emreads maybe had a part to play in that, whether in a wholly, not in a wholly innocent sense, in fact, is what the narrator thinks. But because like the narrator is so anxious and unsettled around the secrecy that she perceives, I'm like, oh no, obviously the narrator is the one hiding some big bad thing in her past. Like, obviously it's Magda, I believe the narrator of The Door shares the same name with the author. It's obviously Magda who is hiding something, who has something grotesque in her past that probably has to do with World War II, if this is what she's projecting onto Emreads. So I'm scared. Like, it's very tightly wound. It's a very like symbolic book, and it's very unsettling. It's actually very unsettling and very creepy and very well done. So I'm enjoying it, but it's not like a fun place to be in right now. And right now I kind of want to be in a fun place because, I don't know, I have my own anxieties going on. I don't want to like step into someone else's right now. For my reading updates, it is a glorious spring day. I'm so happy that I have like everything just clean and fresh and cleared out and my little pictures up. I'm gonna keep working for the rest of the afternoon on this vlog. It's going really well. Well, yeah, I guess it is. In terms of the goal that I'm trying to work towards with this vlog, it's going well. And then I need to edit this, and I would kind of like to get outside sometime today because it's really beautiful. This might be the end of the vlog. It might not be. If it is, bye.